Hello and welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. This is the Sunday Chat Outside Edition, coming to you today from our back deck. So, warning now, you might hear the next door neighbor's dog bark. The chickens next door might go crazy. We have a mini farm behind us that has horses and goats and chickens and rabbits, so you might hear from them occasionally. And since we live out in the forest, you might hear the random rev of an engine, an airboat, a motorcycle. There's a lot going on out here, but it was kind of peaceful this Sunday morning, and I brought my coffee out and I thought, you know what, let's do a video out here. It's super humid here today in Central Florida. It's been super humid all week and super hot. I know everybody else is dealing with hot, but it's been really humid here. So been using the pool a lot. Crocheting, not so much this week. I did work on my study of ombre by Mikey and the Crochet Crowd. I am 2 rows till I'm finished with week 5, but it's been so hot to have a blanket draped over the top of me, so I'll get to it. I'll probably get to it tonight. With a little bit of downtime, I'll get it done. And so because of that, I wanted to work on things that weren't draping on top of me, so I made a hat. Oh wait, it's crooked. This hat was a tutorial by Tony at TL Yarn Crafts. It is done Tunisian style, which I really enjoyed doing. It was a quick, easy, start out flat, seam it up the side, couple of rows of decreases, sew the hole at the top, and put on the pom-pom. Tony, if you haven't seen Tony at TL Yarn Crafts, check her out. She has everything from Yarn Education 101 to tutorials, from everything from easy washcloths to the most complicated mosaic color work crochet comforter that you can come up with. She's an excellent teacher. She's very good at what she does. So I, with all sincerity, check her out. This hat I made, it's really cute too. The colors are pretty. I made it with these 2 balls of yarn. They're called the Hirschner's Worsted Antiquity yarn. Let's see if it's kind of scrunched it up. This one is the color Parchment, 100% acrylic, made in Turkey. Number 4 uses a I9 hook for crochet, 7 needles. And then I used this color for the color work, and the band obviously has come off. And this one is their Antiquities again. Same specs, number 4, made in Turkey, machine wash and dry, 100% acrylic. This color is Riverside. I got these as part of a collection, I would say. It had 8 different ones, 6 different ones, 4 different colors of the green, the parchment, and then the variegated in Riverside. And they were supposed to all go together to make something. And I don't know, on Tony's tutorial, she used landscape, and I didn't have any of that. And the only really pretty variegated I had was this one. So I thought it looked good together with the parchment and the variegated with the teals and the greens and the cream and the brown. I just thought it's kind of unisex. It could go for a guy or a girl or whomever. So, and then I thought, well, I needed to do something to go with it. So I took the variegated, oh, there's my hook. And I'm making this stacked squares scarf by Hooked by Robin. Again, if you haven't heard of Hooked by Robin, jump on the bandwagon. She's fabulous too. I love her tutorials. I made a couple of shawls of her last summer that I adore. So yeah, absolutely check out Hooked by Robin. She's got everything from beautiful shawls to super easy washcloths. So she's definitely worth the checking out. And then my kind of like big project, oh, it's sitting on here, that I'm still working on is this sweater by Hey Carrie on YouTube. Her website blog is called Crochet with Carrie. And this is her forget-me-not sweater. And this is the first time I've done a sweater where the sleeves aren't done in the round. Hers, she did 3/4 length sleeves, but I made them longer. So she said when you start at the shoulder where you finished the body part, she only chained out 45. I went to 66 because it's multiples of 3 plus 1. So I did 67 so that I had 66 chains for my sleeves because I wanted them long. But this sweater, the construction of it is new to me. Like I said, I've never done a sweater where you don't do the sleeves in the round or do the sleeves and then attach them when you're done. I'm liking this because then you don't get sleeve fatigue. And this pattern, this little forget-me-not pattern, looks like little flowers. The yarn I'm using is Lion Brand Kubu. The color is silver, but it's a real soft gray. This is a number 3. It's 51 cotton, 49 rayon from bamboo. It suggests a number 4 hook, but for this, because I wanted it to be a little more loosey and holy, I used a number 6. I'm doing the size 2X, but I'm hoping because of, again, using the bigger hook, that it's going to be bigger than a 2X. Not that I need bigger than a 2X, but I like when I wear sweaters like this over a tank top, I like it to be a little bit loose, but just enough to know that I've got something on to keep the chill off. That's the whole purpose of this. So I have, let's see, where am I at? I have 6 more rows to do on this panel, and then you do another panel just like this, and that's where I stopped in the pattern. I'm not sure how you sew it together. I've been reading the pattern off of her blog because it's a very simple repeat of 4 rows of single crochet, then the special stitch, then the special stitch, and then 4 rows of single crochet. So once you get it down, you've got it down and you don't really need to see it. I had to go to the video when she was talking about attaching it onto each end and chaining to 45. I thought you just did the body and then made the other body and then started the sleeves, because that's how I've always done sweaters. So I was reading the pattern and I'm like, I'm not understanding this. So I jumped over to the tutorial on YouTube and realized, oh no, this is all one piece. And I have to tell you, I'm liking doing this one-piece sweater business. Well, actually, it's two pieces because you do a front panel and a back panel. But like I said, it really helps with the sleeve fatigue and going in around and around and around. So that's kind of what my crocheting's been. It's like I said, it's been real hot here, real humid. I'm sitting here sweating. Normally when I'm out here in my gazebo, I have my fan on, but it's so loud that I figured better not do that. I did things like I mowed the lawn in the morning, and one thing I'm learning about living in Florida from coming from Indiana is that do things early in the morning when it's cool, because by 1:30, 2 o'clock, it's so hot that you just want to be inside in the air conditioning or in your pool or in the shade with a fan. So yeah, it's early. Like, it was hot like this in May, where in Indiana it's still, 50 degrees in the morning in May. So yeah, living in Florida is a learning curve. I love it. I wouldn't change anything about it. I love living in Florida. I love this. Even if it rains, you still get hours and hours of sunshine here in Florida. One of the reasons we left Indiana is because I have seasonal affective disorder severely. And when come January, February, and March, and it went days and days and days with no sunshine, it physically drains you. And it's just, on top of having that, I also have RA and lupus. So between the no sunshine and the lupus fatigue and the RA pain, it was like this heavy wet blanket on me all the time, and I just couldn't live like that anymore. So we decided, after snowbirding for 4 years, that we needed to live down here. So we sold our place in Indiana and moved to Florida full time. And other than not being close to our kids and our grandkids, I don't regret a minute of it. So, and the other thing that I did this week is on Tuesday, my very favorite author, I don't know if you've heard her before, most of you probably have, Marie Force. Her 25th book in her Gansett Island series came out. So I spent most of the day Tuesday and some of the day on Wednesday reading that book. And if you haven't read Marie Force, check her out. Her books are family saga, contemporary, a little bit spicier than a Hallmark romance. There's some naughty bits, but it's not overly done naughty bits, and it's plot progressive. It works. But it's about a huge family that lives on Gansett Island, which she bases on Block Island in Rhode Island, because she's from Rhode Island. And it's this giant, a family of 5 siblings and all of their friends and cousins, and it's just this. It's so well written. You want to live there. You want to move to Gansett and be friends with Mac and Maddie and Abby and Adam and Joe and Janie. You just want to go there and be part of this world. My daughter and I, we talk about them like they're real people. That's how well written these characters are and how believable they are. And let me tell you, Marie Force has got to have some exceptional men in her life. The male characters in her books, you just want one of them to love you the way they love the women in her books. It's just that good. She has a couple of series that, without even knowing what this next book's about, I pre-click and it's automatically sent to my Kindle. The Gansett series is her longest, and that's, like I said, she just had the 25th book come out. The first one is Made for Love, and it's the beginning story of Mac and Maddie, who are like the central characters all the way through the book. The other series of hers that is so fabulous is her Fatal series. And this is more of a murder mystery with the contemporary romance thrown in. And this one is Sam and Nick. And Sam is a homicide detective for the Washington, D.C. Metro Police Department. And Nick, who in the first book she kind of reconnects with. And it's their saga. And I'm not going to give a whole lot away because, oh my God, people, read this book. The first one in is called Fatal Affair. And if you like murder mysteries with a dash of romance thrown in, that series is for you. Go for it. You will not be sorry. The other, her first book that I ever read of hers was in her Treading Water series. And again, a fabulous series. I think that's 6 books and she's finished with that series. So if you don't want to read 25 books, the Treading Water series has 6 in it, and it's really, really, really good. She has a bunch of standalones. She's started another series called the Miami Nights series about another large family that lives in Miami with Cuban heritage, and Little Havana's involved in it, and it, again, awesome books. So yeah, that's what I spent 2 days doing, was reading the newest Ganza book. So if you are a reader and you enjoy romance, check out Marie Force. You will not be sorry. Plans for this week, crochet wise, I'm gonna finish that scarf that goes with that set. Probably I had some people requesting a market bag done in blue, so I'm going to dig out some blue cotton yarn and do a couple of market bags. I'm going to finish this sweater. I'm hoping to get this done this week. Get caught up on the Mikey's study of ombre, get that one up and finished so that I can continue on Thursday. That'll be week 6. And then we'll just have one more week after that. So, because I think it's a 7-week crochet along. Oh, and I wanted to mention, last night, I went on the Dee's Creative Hands monetization party. And that was a hoot. Yeah, she had some problems at the beginning, but you know what? Roll with it, friends. It was seeing her and Mark trying to figure it out without getting snippy at each other, and they just kind of rolled with it. I was like, yes, no drama. And it was a lot of fun, and she gave away a lot of really nice prizes, and there was a lot of, happy chat going on, and it was a good time. I had to duck out after about 2.5 hours because I needed to go take some meds, and I needed to get up and move. I can't sit solid for 2.5 hours like a lot of people can. So I ended up having to get up and get moving, and so I missed the end. But there was a woman on there named Abigail who just kept giving her super stickers and shout outs and super stickers, and then ended up giving away an Addy machine. And I was like, golly, we all need friends like Abigail. So hey, if any of you are here from that party last night, thank you so much for coming over. I really appreciate it. I know Dee was so awestruck by the number of people that showed up at her party last night, and it's well deserved. Dee's great. I hope you all had a good time like I did. So I'm going to head out. Those of you who are new subscribers, thank you so much for coming over. Returning subscribers, thank you so much for returning. If you could like and subscribe, maybe comment, I would truly appreciate it. I'm trying to get to my first milestone, which would be 100 subscribers. I think I'm at, last I saw was 87. So, I got a little ways to go, but if I could get 100 subscribers, I would be thrilled. There's no way I think I'm going to reach 1,000 like Dee, but if I could get to 100, I'd be a happy camper. So, until next time, thank you for stopping in. Be kind to one another.